it's Paul McKenna for PT Boxing. I'm here today with promoter Eddie Hearn. How are you, Eddie? You okay?
Very well, Paul, very well.
We're here today at the Media and Public Workout in Manchester, the Trafford Centre. We've just seen Martin Murray, Scott Quigg and Anthony Croller as well. All looking super sharp and ready to go for next Saturday night.
Really good, yeah. I mean, Martin Murray seems to have a new lease of life. Looks fantastic. I think Scott Quigg as well. He's one of the hardest working fighters in the game, and of course Anthony Croller in the fight of his life. After such a horrible incident that happened at the end of last year. So I can't wait for next Saturday. Two 50-50 British world title fights, two 50-50 British title fights. Yeah. Martin Murray, it's a huge card.
I think people sort of underestimated the potential in the Sam Eggington and Glenfield fight. That's going to be a cracking fight.
Yeah, I mean, that fight can't be anything but a war.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really interesting. Even Jenkins against Nurse, I mean, that'll be more of a technical fight, but still it's a pure 50-50 fight, so it's going to be a brilliant night, and I'm really excited about July the 18th.
Me too. Obviously Martin Murray signed by yourself a couple of weeks ago. Now a few more of the kids have been signed up. Marcus Morrison, who's fighting next Saturday on the bill, and a few others. Things going well with
It's great for British boxing. I mean, you've got Flanagan fighting for a world title this week as well.
Yeah.
You've got so many fighters fighting all over the world. You've got a lot of interesting things happening in America as well. It's just a great time for boxing all round.
Most definitely. Speaking about lightweights, I've seen Kevin Mitchell said that hopefully the winner of Perez and Croller. But then Derry Matthews was sort of complaining that that he's the man to see. What's the situation?
He's number one. He's the mandatory isn't due till the mandatory's called. Yeah. So it's likely that the winner of this fight will get a voluntary defence. If they don't, they'll have to fight the mandatory. But generally speaking, it's likely that they'd get a voluntary, and fingers crossed Croller can get the job done. And the Mitchell fight is certainly a huge fight for Britain.
Definitely. Obviously after this, July 18th, the next one is Rumble on the Humber, August the 1st. DILLIAN Whyte just been added to that bill. Obviously you made a big announcement yesterday or the day before. Whyte and Joshua is on for November, December time, is that right?
That's right, yeah.
Do you think that's most likely to be the December the 12th at the O2?
December 12th is the date that's mooted, end of November as well potentially. But obviously he's fighting on September the 12th.
Yeah.
Joshua, and then he'll be looking to go into November, December as well.
Another fight as well that's more or less been confirmed, Smith-Fielding. Is that being confirmed?
It's not done yet, but it's been agreed by both sides, and it's one that I'm so excited about. I think one that perhaps I wasn't expecting to happen, but fair play to both fighters. They stood up and said, in that position, it would have taken someone to step aside. Because they were mandated by the board for the British title.
Yeah.
So I made them the offer.
Yeah.
And they both accepted.
So that's going to be for the British.
Yeah, and WBC silver, maybe even a final eliminator for the world title as well.
And Joshua Whyte for the British as well.
Yes.
August the 1st, it's got Brian Rose on his rematch with Carson Jones.
It's a fascinating fight. I mean, Campbell Coyle's a great fight for the city. And it's a bit like this Manchester show, it's when you've got the passion of a city behind you, it's always a great night and a great atmosphere, and you'll see that in Hull as well. It means something to the people to stage those events there, so really excited about that fight as well, and excited about the Rose-Carson Jones rematch, because Brian Rose has to win that fight.
Most definitely. Ricky Baines on the bill as well. Obviously DILLIAN Whyte, the new addition.
Martin Ward as well.
Martin Ward, and obviously the main event being Campbell Coyle. I think people have underestimated Tommy Coyle in this fight, but he's training really hard by the looks of it. He looks in great shape as well. So
he's up for it, and he's the underdog, so he's got nothing to lose really. But I think he's very excited about the fight, and Campbell's definitely the favourite, but it's definitely it's definitely a pick and fight.
Yeah. Just a quick update on September 12th. I know you were trying to make Brooke Rios speaking with their team. Any more news to add to that? Or?
It's slow and it's a bit frustrating. It's definitely a fight we'd like to make. So I think we've got to get it done over the next 4 or 5 days, or we'll move on to another opponent.
Another opponent is for Anthony Joshua. We're not sure who he's going to fight yet.
Yeah, I mean Cornish is up there potentially for the Commonwealth. Marius Wack as well. He's a good fight. Tony Thompson's a great fight. So he'll be in a big fight on September 12th, and an even bigger one in November, December against DILLIAN.
Okay, mate. Well, best of luck for everyone next weekend, and best of luck for all the future. Thanks for your time, Eddie. Thank you.